So, hello all. Hope you and your family are doing well. So, we are here to explore the opportunity to conduct an interview as an esteemed dignitary of the Assam Downtown University, Professor Manishi Sengupta, Dean Faculty of Nursing, on our educational informative platform collegedunia.com. So, hello, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Hello, Namaskar. Yes, this is Professor Manushi Sengupta, the Dean Faculty of Nursing, Assam Downtown University. I did BSc Nursing from Regional Nursing College in way ahead in 99. Then I started my career as a staff nurse in one of the reputed super specialty hospital called as Guwahati Neurological Research Center. Then, after 4 years of my clinical experience, I went for my master's in West Bengal University of Health Sciences in Biambela Heart Research Center, and we were the first batch of Health Science University. I completed my master degree in cardiovascular and thoracic nursing in 2005 January. Then I started my career as nursing administration as well as nursing education. So till then, I am continuing. Even I worked in Guwahati Neurological Research Center, their nursing institute, that is Asian Institute of Nursing Education, about 4 years. I promoted to assistant professor. Then I moved back to Kolkata, worked as a vice principal and associate professor for a period of again another 4 years in Woodlands College of Nursing under Health Science University of West Bengal. And then from 2013 onwards, I joined the Nursing Institute of Downtown Charity Trust, named as Shankar Madhav College of Nursing. And now it has been renamed to Faculty of Nursing, Assam Downtown University. And till date, I am with Downtown Charity Trust as well as Assam Downtown University. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for providing a brief introduction about yourself. So we just saw that ADTU just conducted 8 convocations. So how was the experience of conducting convocation in a pandemic?
Yes, sitting from the chair of the dean, as well as a teacher of nursing, we feel very pride and privileged because when our students get graduated, and then they are getting post-graduation degree. And even the Downtown University is having its 8th convocation. And here I am very glad to inform you as well that even my postgraduate students are also the 8th batch we are getting graduated. Mm-hmm. So really, it's a very delightful and happy moment for all of us.
Yeah, that's great, ma'am. Actually, there are so many convocations which has been delayed due to pandemic. It's great that it is conducted convocation this year.
Yes, and last year also in the pandemic, we conducted very successfully through the virtual platform.
Okay, that's great, ma'am. Actually, I'm from IIM Lucknow and they just cancelled last year convocation. Over this year, they conducted online convocation, but offline convocation never happened. So it's great that ADTU conducted that. So let's start with the functioning of the institute, ma'am. Would you just provide us a brief functioning of the ADTU and your department functioning at the ADTU?
Functioning of ADTU, the university established in the year of 2010 with the courses of pharmacy, then engineering and paramedical sciences, as well as management. But here I would like to focus one point. Our Chancellor, Dr. Anand Datta, he has a dream of starting a medical college. Then the dream has changed into the starting of a first private nursing institute in Northeast. And so the dream of our Chancellor, Dr. Anand Datta, sir, it began way in the year of 1993 when they started with the first private nursing school of Assam in Guwahati. Then in our Panikheti campus, the second nursing institute with a BSc program has been initiated from the year of 2008 with the first batch of BSc nursing students of intake of 25 with Guwahati University. Then slowly we began with Health Science University, and then our own university came into focus and came into the establishment in the year of 2010. And now we are having 5 nursing programs in our own faculty of nursing, including diploma, then degree, as well as post graduation. And maybe within 1 or 2 years, we are also going to start with PhD in nursing.
So that's great, ma'am. Actually, College Dunia also working with ADTU, and they are focusing on the nursing department more or less, because in Northeast the paramedical science and nursing courses are very it feel very easily, and compared, and while talking about ADTU, first B Farm and M Farm gets failed, and after that others courses get failed.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yes, ma'am. So let's start our interactive session. And first of all, I'll ask you, what will you say the best practice in the course you are offering at ADTU?
In nursing, there are enormous opportunities for the students. And related to the best practices, I will tell that in our department as well as in our faculty, we are focusing on problem-solving approaches, role play methods, lecture cum discussion is an as usual teaching learning methodologies. But apart from that, we are trying to brainstorm the students with various kind of learning experiences. In a regular basis, we conduct the OSCE and OSPE. OSCE is a objective structured practical evaluation and objective structured clinical evaluation. Because in nursing, we have to bridge the gap between theory and practice. So the students, not only the book, because tomorrow how we are going to make them be a competent nurse, because in the total patient care lies on their hands. If today my students, if they are not competent in handling the patients, then definitely the quality services in hospital, the quality services in community centers, and various other healthcare institutes, how it will focus, how it will give satisfaction to the patients. Exactly. And nowadays, most of the corporate hospital as well as government hospital also, nowadays we directly focus on customer satisfaction, customer delight. And that's why the reason, best practices, we give them lots of hands-on experience, not only with the theory classes, but let them think. Because from the beginning, from the very novice time, if the nursing students are not getting the opportunity, during their learning period, not getting the opportunity to have the hands-on practice, then tomorrow their confidence level will not be at par the demand of the healthcare industry.
Exactly.
Yes.
So these are the best practices you follow. Actually, that's unique.
Yes.
And there are so many, good institutions across India. They follow some different practices. And for the nursing, you can't just just follow other branches practices, because we have main focus on the practical sessions, compared to other departments.
Yes.
So how does the program ensure that the students are being prepared for the future?
That's what I told you, to make my students independent and to make my students competent. And nowadays, when we were student nurses, I'll tell you about our own story. Like that time, only in whole Northeast India, there is only one nursing government college, and the seats are also very limited. Only 25 intake from all the 7 states of Northeast.
Yes.
But now you can see the nursing colleges are flourishing and blooming. So I used to tell my students how you have to make your capacity and your capability to compete from all other, as a nursing as a whole, not only in India, also with the abroad. So we used to train our students in that way from the very beginning, from the first year itself. We gave them enormous opportunities, not only definitely we follow strictly the Indian Nursing Council guidelines and Indian Nursing Council syllabus. But apart from that also, we want that more of students go for various kind of field projects, field exposure, trainings, and external postings. Not only because we have over 300 plus bedded parent hospital, that is a downtown hospital. And not only downtown hospital, because it's a super specialty hospital, but then also we used to send our students to medical colleges, not only in Guwahati but also to Dibrugarh. Then we used to make our students practice in Tata Medical Center, that is oncology specialty. Then we used to send them to various corporate hospitals like Hinduja in Mumbai, as well as in Kolkata, Rabindranath Tagore, and then Calcutta Medical Research Institute, and so on and so forth. So what we are doing, we are inculcating the knowledge, the skill, so that the students not only they exposed to the scenario of Assam, but from the very beginning we make them exposed to other states also, how their nursing services, how they are practicing, so that they have an idea, and those things also they can put into their day-to-day practice, day-to-day activities. So like that we are making them to compete themselves with the other nursing colleges, as well as other nursing students of all over India, as well as around the globe.
Right. Thank you so much for this answer. And how did you train yourself as well as the faculty to deliver this program to the students?
Yes, we have here in our university, the faculties are getting enormous opportunities for attending conferences, seminars. Even we send our faculties for international exposures outside the country, so that not only we as a teacher, we have to update our knowledge as well as skill. So whenever we get opportunity from Government of Assam, as well as Government of India, Indian Nursing Council, we have our own Trained Nurses Association of India. So in a regular basis, we get the opportunity to participate, as well as to upgrade our skills and knowledge, so that those updation, because medical sciences, every day the new technologies are coming, inventions are coming. Now we were quite unexpected about this new virus. So by this time we know how to, after this second wave, we are quite confident how to protect ourselves. Vaccine came into focus, and from home, even for a small child also knows how to protect, how to do his hand wash, so everything, and that is how, like, regular basis, our teachers, our trainers, they used to train. And nowadays, Indian Nursing Council is focusing on simulation-based education. And I'm very happy to inform you that I am the master trainer of simulation-based education, and we completed in the third batch of Indian Nursing Council training that has been organized in SGT University, Gurgaon. So after the training, now we come back to our institute, and I train another 5 faculties, 10 faculties, like that we go on. So definitely, I am very optimistic that whatever training and whatever online through virtual mode also, my faculties are attending training, and that is giving them enormous opportunity to upgrade their own knowledge and skill, and to impart better education to our nurses.
That's great, ma'am. So from this program and so much of training sessions, so what are the benefits and the career options after pursuing this course you want students to know about?
See, after 4 years of BSc Nursing program, completing a BSc Nursing program, students have enormous opportunity. Not only they will pursue in the track of nursing, even if they want to go for any civil service examination, and or maybe some banking examination, or maybe some other administrative job or researcher job. So it's an open opportunity. So I'm just talking about out of nursing. But in nursing also nowadays, so much of opportunities are coming for in hand. Even I'll tell you here, like, before the final examination is out, our students are getting placed. And 100% from the time of inception of our institute till date, maximum, like, I'll tell you, the 90 to 100% of students are placed. And I'm also very happy and privileged to inform everyone that even our students are placed outside country also, abroad also. Nice. So they can go for now in Indian nursing, the Indian government, the government of India, the Health and Family Welfare, they have newly got an recruitment post of community health officer. So there directly the BSc nursing students can apply for that job. Then they can go for clinical service, they can go for any research job activity, they can go for administration, they can go for education. Even nowadays, they can go for even school health nurse. So there are ample opportunity for the nursing students after graduation, and only thing is that the students have to grab that. Sometimes the students have a fear, like how we will go outside our own country, outside our own state. But we always motivate our students to go and explore the world. Now this is a time that in this young age you should go and explore the world.
Exactly. So this is the last question we are having this session. So what valuable advice would you like the students for them to have a prosperous career ahead?
Yes, the valuable advice I would like to give as an experienced person in nursing from many years of my service. So I would like all the students to encourage that at least go for clinical job. Until and unless you are with the patients, your competence, your confidence will not develop. Definitely some person they want we want to be a teacher, we want to be an educator. But what I feel, to be a good teacher, first a person should be a good clinician. So today, if we are confident, if we know how to take care of a sick or injured or ill patients, so then only tomorrow we can become confident and competent of taking class also. So always from my chair, I used to always motivate and encourage my students that definitely you will have lots of dream, lots of aims and objectives. But what I feel, after passing out BSc nursing, at least minimum for 2 years or 3 years, be with the patient, be in a clinical job, develop competence, develop your confidence, your hardworking strength, and then you prosper, then you go for further studies and other opportunities in nursing.
Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, and I appreciate your sense of explaining things so clearly. And hereby I would like to conclude this wonderful interactive sessions with you. And thank you for sparing your precious time, and hope this session will help students to take decisions more precisely while making their career decisions, and they can know more about AD2 as well. And ma'am, it's an honor to have you over here for an interactive session, and glad you accepted our invitation from collegedunia.com.
Yeah, thank you so much.